Hey there friends, welcome back to Floss Tube episode number 49. My name is Liz, my company is Hello from Liz Matthews, and I am so excited to spend some time with you today. I've been trying to film this video for nearly a week now, since last Friday. Things have just been coming up that have needed my attention, and I am very happy to be sitting down with you this afternoon and sharing with you all of the happiness and goodies that are going to be scattered throughout this video. If you're new here, you chose a good one to come in on because there's happiness and things for you throughout. So stay tuned until the end, and I look forward to giving back and saying thank you to you. I hope that you have been well and that you've gotten some good stitching in this past, oh man, it's almost 2 weeks. I'm trying so hard to be more regular, and I am, but this week just got away from me. A lot of stuff needed to be done. A lot of stuff having to do with my dad's house, which sold. I think I've been telling you guys about it for several months now, but it went under contract. So there have been a lot of trips for Joe and I to my dad's house to get his dog out of the house for inspections and tests and stuff like that. She is a big love bug who just wants to cuddle and snuggle, but she doesn't know how big she is, so she can't be around like the realtor and the new buyers and stuff like that. So a lot of back and forth and dog time. I have been working on a lot of special projects that had deadlines coming up, so I always feel like when I disappear for longer than expected, it feels like I'm not, or I don't want people to think I'm not working, because in reality I'm working harder than ever. So a few special projects will be coming to light in the next week or two. I actually have one for you today that I can finally share with you, but needless to say, I have been a busy lady. I know I chatted with you in my last video about my garden, my love of gardening. We've talked about that since the spring, but my dahlias were holding on this season, and I think we had the first killing frost last night. I'm kind of monitoring them today to see if it did in fact kill them, because if so, I got to get out there, dig up my tubers, and divide them. It's my first time ever doing that. I'm very excited about it. It seems weird to say I'm looking forward to the end of flowers blooming, but I've just been on standby for this tuber dig and divide, and I'm ready to go for it and give that a try. So finally, in Maryland, it cooled off a bit. I love it. I love the chilly mornings, the chilly evenings, and I'm very happy that the temperatures have dropped a bit. What else has been going on? I guess that's definitely not all that's been going on, but it's all I can think of off the top of my head. Maybe more will come to me throughout the video, and we can chit chat about that throughout. But I do have a lot here to share with you today. It's not necessarily stitching, but I do think you should stick around, and we will just go through everything. I do have a few bits of like community news that I wanted to share with you. They are SALs and stuff like that. Now I know Black Sampler November has started. How is it November, by the way? I feel like I should be saying August, but it's November. And Black Sampler November just calls for stitching any sampler in black threads. And I've seen quite a few people grab my Gather Here sampler, and I also saw another one, the Engraver's Chart, being stitched in black. Those are both monochromatic dark pieces. But I just wanted to tell you about that. If you were not familiar with Black Sampler November, you can use that hashtag and search on Instagram and see what people are working on. And it's always a real joy to me to see people choose my designs to use for these community-based prompts and get-togethers, if you will. So that's happening now. Grab your dark thread, pick your favorite sampler, and join Black Sampler November. It is also, there are also two other stitch-alongs that I wanted to tell you about. One is hosted by MisFit Stitches and is hashtag After the Rain SAL. This is a stitch-along focusing on my design After the Rain. I should have brought it out here I am feeling a little bit scattered and not prepared, but it is one of my latest releases. It has all of the rainbows, which I think mean different things to different people, and I love that. I love that that piece has so many different sentiments and meanings. So if you would like to stitch that and join the community in that, use that hashtag After the Rain SAL and find MisFit Stitches on Instagram, and she has way more information than I do for you, but you are welcome to join that. All stitch alongs are, you know, join what you would like. You do not need an invitation. You just use that hashtag and join. There is another one I wanted to mention. It is from Abby of Bella Stitch, and to celebrate her birthday, she is hosting hashtag Bella Stitch Birthday SAL 2021, and what she asked you to stitch is anything by a barrack lady. Now let me explain that. My name is Liz Matthews. My mom is Kathy Barrack, and my aunt is Marty Barrack. My mom has been in the needlework design industry for going on 30 years, 25 years. She'd be so mad if she heard me say 30 years when she hears me say it. But anyway, my mom is a cross-stitch designer, as is my aunt, so we are all the Barrack ladies. So Abby just asked that you choose anything from Carriage House Samplings, Kathy Barrack, Carriage House Samplings, Kathy Barrack, or Hello from Liz Matthews, and stitch it to help her celebrate her birthday. Again, that hashtag on Instagram is Bella Stitch Birthday Sal 2021. And a big thank you to those ladies for hosting those sales. I appreciate it so much, and I'm so flattered and honored that you wanted to include anything that I have done in your stitch along. So thank you. I do want to let you know, I'm gonna put my notes right here, that you guys have been so nice and encouraging and curious about my planner that I share with you in every video. And I mentioned in my last video that I was thinking about doing a dedicated video. So if you are just here for the cross stitch and the floss tube, that I wouldn't be intermingling the two, and you guys said yes, and I'm very happy about that. So this is the kind of planning I do. It's technically called memory planning. I consider it more sticker journaling, because at the end of every day I fill in my highlights, low points if it's notable of a day. Just basically I'm journaling my day and keeping track of what happened. And I share these pictures, I share these spreads, as it's called, with you, and told you that I would love to share more information and get you started doing the same thing, and asked if you would be interested, and you said yes. So I'm going to do a dedicated video. I feel like I just repeated myself entirely. I'm so sorry about that. I'm distracted with trying to flip through and talk to you. If this is something you're interested in and you plan on watching that video, please put your questions below so that I can answer them in that video. I will be going over everything from like what book this is, where I got it, what is a spread, everything. And I'm very much looking forward to that, because this has been a hobby that I have really loved and enjoyed these past 8 months now. It's hard to believe I've been doing this for 8 months. And it's one of those things that I like so much. I want all of my friends to do the same thing. So I would love to get you guys into this like I am, like my girlfriends are. So drop those questions below. If you choose to watch that video, I will answer them for you there. While we're talking kind of stickers and journaling, I will go ahead and show you my book of days, because we just wrapped up October and we're getting into November. I haven't filled in my November yet. This is the Needlework Press, a needlework enthusiast book of days. And if you're not familiar with this, I suspect you probably are, but Needlework Press is a design house here in the community, and she puts out this journal calendar every year, and stitchers use it in whatever way they would like to fill in their works in progress, things they've worked on, whatever. And I do the same thing. I fill this out with anything that I've worked on throughout the month, just kind of keeping track and seeing all the things I've touched and put stitches in, or like if I film a floss tube, I put that in here too. So that's what the Book of Days is. You'll probably hear lots about it as we get into the new year. The new Book of Days is out, and you can get them at your favorite shops. They can either place a special order for you, or they might have them on hand, and you can get your hands on one now. So anyway, this was the end of my October spread. This is what it looked like coming to the end. I ended up working on 5 pieces. I think that's the same as last time we chatted about it. 5 pieces, which was a really good and busy month for me, and I'm headed into November just as strong. So I don't have anything filled in yet, but I just wanted to share that with you and encourage you to keep a Book of Days too. It does not have to be the same format, the same styling, anything that I do. Keep it however you'd like. So that's that, and I have some really exciting news for my business. This is like personal business news. I didn't know if I'd be able to talk about this yet, but this came in the mail today. So I think the secret's out and I can talk about it. This is the Needlework Retailer magazine. This is what is sent to all cross-stitch needlework shops across the country, internationally, and it's wholesale. It's geared towards businesses, so you can't find this in stores and you can't subscribe to it. It's for shop owners. It kind of gives the ins and outs of what's being released, product, stuff like that. But do you see this? Do you see this? This is my 5th day of Christmas design on the front of Needlework Retailer. I am so proud of this and so happy to share it with you guys. This, as I said, this came in the mail today. So I added it to the pile, perfect timing. Of course, you know, thank you, post office. But that's no problem because Needlework Retailer was kind enough to send me a metal plaque of this. This came earlier this week and my mom happened to be over, so Joe and I were like, just, you know, they were so sweet and excited for me, and we ordered food to celebrate the cover. So I'm just really, really excited about that. So I know this doesn't really apply to everybody watching, but this is like a big milestone for me in my business. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I like to share all my happiness, and I can't wait for shops to start seeing it. Nobody that I know of has seen this yet. This came through the mail, just regular post. I covered up my address here, so I know it's arriving in shops, and I'm just so excited. So I wanted to share that. Let's get to something good for you guys. What do you think? I promised good things this video. So let's kick that off. I have for you the final piece in the Celebration Small series. Here it is, designed just for you, and I'm going to tell you how to get it in just a second. But if you are new here, in January, I celebrated my 1-year business anniversary. I did it with you virtually, and it was, you know, a big celebration because this is kind of a big deal. And what I wanted to do to celebrate with you throughout the year is pull from any designs that I had released within my first year of business and kind of tweak them, adapt them, combine them into a series of small freebies that I offer through my newsletter. And I have done 4 already. This is the 5th and final one for the year. It is called the Winter Celebration Small. And what you have here is a sweet little pin cushion that combines the border from the carnation sampler that came out within my first year and the landscape scene from the Nantucket sampler, also out within the first year of Hello from Liz Matthews. So I combined them, changed the color palette, and I have for you the Winter Celebration Small. I wanted to go with a really Christmassy color scheme. I personally celebrate Christmas and wanted to do something festive. So that is what I have for you. I hope that you like it. It's been so fun doing these smalls for you and with you and seeing how you all adapt and change them. to make them your own. I just love that. So here it is, the new one for you. This is delivered to my newsletter subscribers. If you are not a newsletter subscriber, click the link in the description box below, sign up there. If you already have, that email is waiting for you in your inboxes right now. I promise, go check it. Now, if this happens with some people, I don't know why. If you are somebody who has tried to subscribe many times and nothing ever happens, here's my little piece of advice. Check your spam folder. My newsletters get delivered to my spam folder. I don't know why, but I can't control that. It has to do with your internet provider and stuff like that. But even if they're not there and you're like, Liz, I'm trying and nothing's happening, I get that frustration. Here's the workaround. Every time you submit your email address to subscribe to my newsletter, the latest newsletter automatically pops up. So even if your email address goes to a black internet hole, I don't know, doesn't matter, because as soon as you submit that information, the screen, my latest newsletter, is going to appear and you will have the link to download the Winter Celebration Small. So that's your workaround. This is what you will find within the newsletter. There's, a lot of text. I'm catching you up on what's been going on. I'm sharing a lot of happiness in this newsletter. I will let you know now. And then there is a PDF, like a button to push for a PDF download of the Winter Celebration Small. And this is what you will get. You can print it out at home, stitch it whenever you're ready, change the colors, make it your own. I thought that I was choosing like bright colors, but when I stitched it stitched up a bit darker. So I'm really particularly excited to see what threads you guys choose to stitch this celebration small in. I think it's really versatile and it does not even have to be festive. This could be an any time of the year pattern, and you guys blow me away with your conversions and your talent. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this out there. You can use the hashtag #HelloCelebrationSmalls whenever you post things on social media. That way I can find it. But I really hope you like it, and I'm so happy to give this to you. Here are the details on this guy. It is 55 stitches wide by 43 stitches high. I used Weeks Dye Works threads. You can use whatever you'd like. There is a DMC conversion on the PDF download. It does not use much thread. This is a great way to use some scraps up. Actually, it uses more thread than it does fabric, so this is a great way to use your fabric scraps up, but it does use, I don't know, I wouldn't use scraps of thread is what I'm trying to say, but there it is. And this was stitched on 36 count boardwalk linen from Color and Cotton. I think it really allows those white snowflakes to show up well. And then let me tell you about my finishing, because of all of the smalls that I have done, this is probably the finishing I'm most proud of. So I made a little pillow, and this worked out really well for me. I used Lady Dot Creates gorgeous velvet on the back in the color Chili. It's that vibrant red. And what I did, I've seen other people do this kind of finishing before, but I I stitched, sewed the whole thing together, right sides together. So it was completely encased, and then behind this green ribbon, I sliced the velvet open, popped it right side out, and then stitched that seam up. And I didn't stitch it up well because I'm not a good finisher. So my solution to that was take a little piece of green ribbon, use Aleene's fabric glue, glue a ribbon on, and I was so lazy I didn't even stitch the button on. That fabric glue saved me. And that's what I did, and that's as simple as it can be. But this is probably my favorite small finish so far. I hope that you guys like it too. So sweet and charming, and like I said, I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. So this winter celebration small is available in the newsletter now. You just have to be a subscriber to get it. I did also, as you can see, include a color picture at the bottom. You guys gave me feedback that you like having a color image down there to kind of reference and to plan. So that's on the bottom for you as well. Now, as I said, this is the 5th celebration small in my freebie series. If you missed any of the other 4 or need to download them again, anything like that, you can find them all on my website, which is www.hellofromlizmatthews, only one T in Matthews.com. And at the top right side of the screen, there's going to be a tab for freebies, and you can access all of them there. I think there's probably like 6 or 7 or 8 freebies at this point, including one I did last year to pair with the advent calendar I did for my stitching friends. And here's just a reminder, because I'm thinking about it, that's a really great gift if you have any stitching friends too. I put together a whole bunch of like good stitching products, tools, stuff like that, packaged them and sent them off. I did a whole dedicated video about that. I will put it in the description box as well. And in that video, I share information on a Merry Christmas freebie. So that's there. Go check that out and enjoy. Okay. Don't go anywhere. That's not the only happiness I have for you. I have something big coming. Let's move on to a finish. I have a finish that I can finally share with you. Now, this is an exclusive finish, but it's been one of those behind the scenes kind of things that I've been working on. I am very excited to be attending the Steel City Stitchers retreat this February. I'm very much looking forward to it, and was very happy to design something for that retreat for the attendees. So if you are going, then you will have gotten an email with the chart for this freebie in it this week. And I just wanted to share it with you because it's something that I have been working on. Oops. Here it is, all stitched up. I'm sorry, the lighting is not ideal here today, but I was like, I have to film, doesn't matter. So here it is. This is for the Steel City Stitchers Retreat 2022, and that's all I'm going to say about that. There's more information, but I'm going to leave that for attendees to learn and to hear and to share on their channels perhaps, but this is something I stitched for the retreat. Quite looking forward to attending. This was a really fun stitch. This was on Cloudburst Legacy Linen, which is very different than what I normally stitch on in its structure. And I think that it made my stitches lay really nicely. It's 37 count, which is also a little strange and new for me, but it really made my stitches look nice. Like, it helped. It helped my stitches. I am not a perfect stitcher by any means. I am the first to tell you that. I enjoy my stitching the way it is. I enjoy doing it, so that's really all that matters to me. But the legacy linen didn't hurt, I'll just say that. So that is something that I have been stitching on, and in fact, it is the only piece of stitching / whips that I have for you today. After my whip parade in my last video, things have gotten finished. They've gone into a black hole that I can't share with you quite yet, but it was really fun doing that whip parade. I never thought I would have one, but lo and behold, I did. So again, stick around, don't go anywhere, even though you know the stitching's done. Let me share with you some happy mail and some things I picked up this week. You guys know Steph of Pam and Steph's Just Keep Stitching. Steph sent me a very, very happy package. It included this Birds of a Feather card. I just love their cards so much. This just makes me happy. I think it's sold in a set of 8 cards, and I love it. It's gonna go on my bulletin board. It's a very sweet card from Steph. And the package included a lot of good things, like this Birds of a Feather chart. This is one of my unicorn charts. Steph had been working on it, and as soon as she showed that she had, as soon as I knew that she had it, I was like, hey, that's one of my unicorns. And she was kind enough to pass it on to me to be stitched. There is just something about this. It is gorgeous. And I am so excited to stitch it. This is an out of print chart, unfortunately, and it's pretty hard to locate. You could look on the secondhand market. It's called Birds of a Feather Winter Sampler. Her piece is just beautiful. She'll share more on that later, but I definitely am excited to stitch that piece, and I really, really thank you for passing this on to me, Steph, and I will continue the chain of kindness and happiness. She also included the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine from fall 2015. I believe she picked this up at Galleria, and I asked her to snag one for me too. Just very happy to have that to look through, to get inspired from and by. And then lastly, I got a project bag. When Steph and I were in Quilter Station for the Cross Stitch Extravaganza retreat, she picked up this fabric, and I don't know if you can see it. The orientation is every which way, but can you see that that is the days of Christmas, like Drummers Drumming, Lords a Leaping, Partridge in a Pear Tree? And I don't know if you know this, but I have a series of designs out for the days of Christmas. I've done 1 through 5 so far. That leaves 7 more to go. And I figured I needed a project bag to keep those in because we're not even halfway done yet. So Steph got this fabric. The quantity she got allowed for 2 bags, and she was kind enough to have one made for me as well. These are made from the Brass Button Company. This is my first bag from the Brass Button Company, and it's beautiful. I love when bags have a quilted back, and this one does. And then let me show you some of the details. Let's see. Zipper front, handle. I love a bag with a handle, you know, for all the places I don't go. Look at that sweet little snowflake charm. And she also included a clear pouch for notions in the same accent fabric that's inside the bag, which will be really, really helpful. As well, oops, needle minder, magnet away. This sweet little needle minder that has one of the ladies dancing on it. And this is like a floss pad. How sweet is that? With a little place for your needles. I just love this. So everything goes together. It's beautiful, and we know what I'm going to be putting in this, and I so appreciate Steph sharing her fabric with me again. She told me where it was in the shop when we were there. I didn't get any. I don't know why, but she took care of everything for me. She looked out for me, and now I have this for the next 7 days of Christmas. I should probably get on that, right? What is the 6th day? It's another bird. Six geese a laying. I haven't started it, but I will. By March, I'll have that out. Spoiler alert, I don't know what it'll look like, but it'll be out. So that was some really nice happy mail I got. And then I did some purchasing. Yeah, let's talk about my purchases. The first thing that came in the mail, well, one of the things that came in the mail is my Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month piece. If you are a subscriber to her club and you haven't received, what is this gonna be? your October piece of fabric. Look away. I don't want to spoil anything for you. I haven't seen this yet. It is, ooh, Cauldron Smoke. Okay. She's keeping with an autumnal Halloween theme. That's what happened. I told you more things happened, but I didn't know what they were. Okay, let me circle back after I show you this to tell you about the escape room and Halloween, which was not exciting. Anyway, Cauldron Smoke. Look at that. That's showing actually really true. It's definitely a purple toned piece of fabric with slight modeling. It's actually more purple in real life than it's showing actually. I feel like that's a little more purple than when it's back here. It's showing more brown here and it's more purple in real life. That's beautiful. I don't tend, like, you guys know my designs, I don't tend to be a colorful fabric stitcher, and purple is one of my most unused colors. So we'll see where this appears, if it appears, but color and cotton fabrics are just beautiful. I'm never disappointed or unhappy to have another piece in my stash. So that was my fabric of the month piece from Color and Cotton. Okay, so Halloween, I don't know why Halloween made me think of this. Halloween was uneventful. We got no trick-or-treaters. We were running around like crazy. We were tired. No big deal. But what we did the day before was celebrate my friend Annie's 40th birthday, and we had a ton of rain. We were supposed to go to a winery, and then that got rained out and we were gonna go roller skating. The roller skating rink didn't open in time, so she said, hey, you know what I've always wanted to do is an escape room. And that was the perfect solution. Now, if you're like, what is an escape room? Sounds kind of undesirable. Here's what it is. And if you watched Schitt's Creek, there is an episode where they're in an escape room, and that was my knowledge of it before we attended. But basically, like, it's an old office building, say, and they turn different sized rooms into themes. For instance, one of the rooms was an old hotel room, and then one of the rooms was a train car. I know this because Annie and I went back 2 days later. More on that in a second. But you have these themed rooms, and you get in there and a story is told. Maybe it's creepy, maybe it's scary, maybe it's just a brain teaser. And you have to find clues within the room to get yourself out. Now, the door is not locked. I know when I say that, you're like, you're locked in a room voluntarily. No, the door is not locked. You can walk out anytime you want. But you're finding clues within the room to get the door. They're watching you from above. That sounds weird too. They're watching you from above. And when you solve the last clue, the door lights up and you know that you've escaped the room, that you're not actually trapped in. But some of the brain teasers are far more elaborate than I ever thought. Some of them were easier. When we went for Annie's birthday, there were 4 of us ladies there. One had done an escape room before, so she knew what to look for. And I'm talking like, turn on a black light and check the wall for a message written in black light. I feel like the whole time I was just standing back like, what? Just watching. I was no help whatsoever. And we did not solve the puzzles in time to escape for Annie's birthday. And Annie and I were so like, shoot, we should have had that. We should have known what to do. But she texted me that night and was like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? And so the next day, Annie and her husband, Steve, Joe and I all went to another escape room. And we did actually escape. Again, I was zero help, but it was still really fun. Like, a lot of work went into finding these clues. I would be doomed if I were ever in that situation myself or had to get out of an escape room myself. It's not gonna happen. But we had a really, really good time, and it felt really kind of festive for Halloween. It's not like spooky or creepy or anything, but it just paired well with Halloween. So let me show you, tangent, I know. Let me show you something that I purchased from my LNS when my mom and I went there last week. She was on the search for linen. I'm sure that you know that there has been a major linen shortage in the community. There's just not fabric, linen in excess, and dyers are doing a fantastic job at doing their very best in getting what they can and shipping what they can, but she was feeling a little short on linen, so I tagged along with her to the stitching post here in Catonsville, Maryland, and was heavily influenced by her buying linen. I too felt I needed to buy the linen as well. So she and I both try to be very conscious of the linen that we use in our designs so that you guys can purchase the same linen, find it easily, stitch on it, or go to your LNSs who will gladly help you find substitutes out there. That is the beauty of an LNS. They are there to help, they know what they're doing, and they will make substitutions for you that are darn near the same. So let me show you what I got. Again, this was all under Kathy's influence. This is 36 count Black Swan by Fox and Rabbit. This is my first time ever feeling, using, seeing Fox and Rabbit designs. Fox and Rabbit, not design, Fox and Rabbit fabric. I stitch on linen, so I got some 36 count. I got a fat quarter. Isn't that pretty? There's some modeling in there, and it almost has like touches of brown or like a little bit of fading happening. It's gorgeous. It feels great, and I've heard really, really good things about Fox and Rabbit linen, so I wanted to try some myself. I didn't know that the Stitching Post carried their linen until we were there, so I happily purchased some, including this 36 count Mayflower. Look at that. That face was because this almost seems bigger than 36. I'm gonna have to put some stitches in and just verify that, but how pretty is that? And you saw that modeling on the back, that really aged, distressed area. That might be just right for a particular piece, I'm not sure. But I tend to like really neutral, really light colored linens, and this just ticked all of my boxes. I love the modeling on that. So that's my other piece of Fox and Rabbit linen. And then I did pick up 36 count Bisque from Lakeside linen. I know that Lakeside linen is not easily accessible, but this is a very, very neutral piece. There's not really much modeling to it, and this is the kind of piece that, or this is the kind of shade that I love. So I did pick this up knowing that your LNSs can make substitutions for you, and just knowing that I need fabric on hand to stitch with. So that was my little haul of linen, and that's gonna go on my shelf and just make me happy every time I look at it. In addition to that, I got one more thing I want to show you. This was, okay, I bought a light. And I bought this light at the recommendation of my friend Kia of Kia B. She has several of these lights in her house, I think. And when I said I needed something for beside the bed that was small-ish, like a lamp that was small-ish and easy to maneuver, she recommended this. She sent me the Amazon link, and it's fantastic. It's under $40. I will put the link in the description box below to a forward on from Kia, but I highly, highly recommend it. Our bedroom gets, it does not get a lot of light, especially in the evening. So if I want to watch a movie and stitch, we don't have a TV in our living room, so that's where I have to do that. So this has been really, really handy. You can see there's a picture of it right here. it's hard to see, but it's very, very slim. I should have brought it out for you. If anybody has any questions, shoot me a DM on Instagram and I can send you pictures. It's really slim with a bendable gooseneck section that you can really get in any position, and it's bright and it's easy and you plug it in. It's not batteries. It's great. I'm very, very pleased with that purchase, and thank you, Kia, for pointing me in the right direction. You did not lead me astray. Okay, the end of the video. Oh, one more thing. Gotcha. I wanted to share my playlist with you for this week. I have not had a lot of time to sit down and watch shows or catch up on Floss Tube. It's been a busy, busy go kind of week and a half. But I have been introduced to and been enjoying Frizzy Lizzie's Floss Tube videos. I will link her below. She's fantastic. I love her like cheery spirit, and I really enjoyed watching her, and I think that you might too. So go give her a follow and a watch, and then let me know if I should cut my hair like hers. She really, really has me wanting to just chop my hair off. She is adorable. When she started filming Floss Tube videos, she had longer hair, and now she has cut it and she's beautiful, and it just makes me want to give a chop. But she's really fantastic, and she brings a lot of happiness to the Floss Tube community, and we are so happy to have her. So please go give her a watch. All right, I hope that you've stuck around because it is time to talk about giveaways. I am so happy to share that I have hit some milestones here on Floss Tube and on Instagram. So I have partnered with a lot of really wonderful small shops and people in this community to give away, to host 2 giveaways, one on each of those platforms, one here on Floss Tube and one on Instagram. Just to say thank you for your support and your friendship and your encouragement, and for tuning in and being with me on this journey that has been just the best. It has been the best about 2.5 years on Floss Tube, I think, 2 years in business. It's so wonderful, and none of it would happen without you guys, so I just wanted to give back. So there's 2 giveaways happening. Like I said, I am going to show you everything that's in the Floss Tube giveaway here right now, and then I'm going to briefly show you everything for the Instagram giveaway, and you will have to head over there to enter that giveaway. It is completely separate. It is not through my newsletter. It is hosted here on Floss Tube and then on Instagram. These giveaways are open for domestic winners only, and that is just because of the nightmare that is the shipping this season. It has already started, and I hate to say that they are for domestic winners only, but I want to know that these products are going to reach somebody and not just disappear into shipping never land. So if I do happen to choose an international winner, I will still hook you up with something that can be digitally delivered, but these shipments are going to go to domestic winners only. I do ask that you be a follower because that is what we are celebrating, the connection we've made here. So please give me a follow here on Floss Tube or on Instagram, and you have to be over 18 because you have to give me your mailing address. So legal talk there. I'm going to tell you at the end of showing you what's in the giveaway, what the keyword is that I would like you to use in a comment below. And I will use the YouTube comment generator picker, I don't know what it's called, to choose a winner here for my Floss Tube comments, and then a random generator for Instagram to choose a winner there. Okay, without further ado, are you ready for this giveaway? It's so good, you guys, and a huge thank you goes out to the shops who have worked with me to put this together. I will be linking every single one of them below with a link to their shop so you can go see what they have. This community is so talented. Okay, the first item up is a copy of the fall issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I got this at my LNS. I accidentally overbought, so my mistake is your gain. You will get one of these. This is a fantastic magazine, chock full of great pieces. You will be getting a gorgeous project bag from Tiger Lily Designs. Carrie upcycles pieces of vintage embroidery and needle art into project bags. This is just one of her pieces. She's an amazing quilter. She has a YouTube, a Floss Tube. She's on Instagram. You can find her there. And I so appreciate her contributing to this giveaway. Look at that piece. Talk about saving the stitches. It's just beautiful. You will be getting a 2022 book of days from Vicki at Needlework Press. You guys know how much I love mine. So this is blank and ready for you to fill in, enjoy, share with us what you do with it. You will be needing stickers for your book of days. So I got the two kind of cross-stitch embroidery themed sticker sheets from Minty Studio. I ordered these for you, along with two smaller sticker sheets for your book of days. I have a collection of gorgeous silks from Ymir at Almond MnM. So you guys know that I am using her silks. Let me get this in a good position here to show you. I am using her silk for my Prairie Schooler Santa right now, and it just stitches so beautifully. So I went through and chose some of my favorite thread colors, and Ymir has gladly contributed them for this giveaway. Look at those colors. I'm going to read them off to you so you know exactly what they are. First, you have 1866, the Civil Rights Movement, the Civil Rights Act thread. This is one of her skin tone silks, and it is gorgeous. This is what I'm using in my Prairie Schooler Santa. You have Frosty Slate. It is this gray blue gorgeousness. Bumblebee, a variegated thread. How cute are these little skeins too? She's so good. She is so kind, and I'm so happy to know her. In 1900, the Black National Anthem was created. This is also in her skin tone range. And then lastly, you have Gingerbread, a perfect gold tone. I just thought those go together so lovely, and I can't wait to see what you stitch with those. I have included not one, but two pairs of scissors, and let me explain why. One, I don't know how to say that. These are your functional scissors. Everybody can use another pair of functional scissors in their stitch stash, right? Ginger? That's wrong. I'm gonna stop trying. So I got you these, and then I also got these beauties for you because I love staging photos of my stitching and including really attractive scissors in those photos. So I don't know how these cut. I've never tried them. These are more for your photos. This is such a me purchase. These are for taking pretty photos with. Enjoy those. Along those kind of unnecessary, but let's give it a try lines, I got tail end weavers for you. I also purchased a set of these for myself. I have never tried them, but they should be great for tucking tails underneath stitching. If you want a neat and tidy back, I need help, so we'll see how that goes. Kathy Barrick has contributed a set of Halloween needlework labels. These are Halloween, but they're just really autumnal and fall themed. So thank you, Mom, for those. You get a pack of 8 for labeling the back of your pieces. Samplings of Memory. LaDonna makes beautiful thread drops, thread keeps, scissor fobs. I'm gonna get these names wrong. I apologize, LaDonna. She makes beautiful pieces, and she also makes them with my designs. So this winner will receive this scissor keep, the scissor fob with Quaker snowflakes in it, and you should definitely check out LaDonna's shop. She has so much and her things are just so pretty. So that's going to a winner. And then the last thing for the Floss Tube winner is going to be another set of goodies from Painted Leaf Company. I should say another project bag and accessory pouch from the Painted Leaf Company. Kathy is the mom of Stitchy Sarah Reeds here on Floss Tube. She has a Painted Leaf Company shop with her other daughter, and in the shop you can not only get gorgeous project bags and accessories, but houseplants. And I just think it's the coolest combination. And when I saw this, I immediately fell in love. That fabric is gorgeous. So Kathy kindly donated this vinyl front project bag. I'm gonna keep that little stash tea in there for you. She sent it with that. And then a smaller accessory pouch in the same fabric. I just love it. You need to go check out her shop. And then it also had this adorable little macrame accessory. You could put this really anywhere, and I just think it's so sweet and pairs so well with the shop aesthetic and these bags. So that concludes the Floss Tube giveaway. If you would like to get your hands on all of these amazing things from so many great makers and community members, all you have to do is follow the rules I told you before. Put a comment below in the box. Write a comment. And use the word community. That's what I'm going to be searching to choose a giveaway winner by. Community. Because that's what we're all part of. And it's the most wonderful thing. That will be your entry to win that. Okay? And then I'm real quick going to breeze through what the Instagram giveaway looks like. It's not the same. If you would like to enter both, hey, go for it. That's double your chances. And good luck to you. This is what's going in the Instagram giveaway. You have the same functional scissors. You have the same thread puller inner things. Kathy Barrick has a set of needlework labels for you there. Just love that owl so much. You'll be getting that. Decorative scissors. You are getting the same set of stickers, that I ordered from Minty Studio for you, because you are also going to receive a book of days. Vicki sent enough for both giveaways. Ymir sent enough of her gorgeous threads for both giveaways too. Oh, just beautiful. So you get that full set with the Instagram giveaway as well. You will be receiving a different samplings. Let me hang this correctly. Samplings of Memory Scissor Keep. This one has a pleasant sampler on it. You will be receiving from my dear friend Lisa a project bag and workbook. I swear by these workbooks. I love them so much. They're so sturdy and just gorgeous. And you will be getting that. I use them for everything I stitch. And one of her gorgeous quilted project bags with gold accents. Lisa is Stitchy Notions by Lisa on Etsy. I will link her below. I have so many of her bags and this is gorgeous. And I know she's excited to share them with one of you. So you get both of those. And then Carrie from Tiger Lily Designs has included another bag for another winner. Again, she is incorporating that vintage needle art in this project bag. Just love how she's repurposing that. This one has a little bit of a different top, zipper front. Let me show you the inside. And all of the details on these pieces will be on Instagram. So go enter both of those and just know that I so appreciate you coming back and spending time with me and just being part of my personal cross stitch community. I really, really, really appreciate it. And it's just the smallest way for me to give back to you and also share some of my favorite makers in the community. So thank you very much. Good luck to you. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I will be back in a week, I hope. Let's hope it's a little bit more slowly paced than last week, but I hope that you have been really well, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Take care.